Hello again, YouTube. It's Skylar. Welcome back to my face. Today, I'd like to reach out to those who may be watching this that are in the process of transitioning or considering transitioning soon, and reassuring them that it does get better. Being transgender does not mean the end of the world. It does not mean the end of life. And it's just another stepping stone in life's many stepping stones of life that you'll get through eventually. And the reason that I wanted to make this video today is because obviously yesterday I did make my video about my 1-year anniversary on hormone replacement therapy. And I didn't really go into a lot of the struggles that I had to deal emotionally with that. But they are real and they're not uncommon. So if you're watching this and you are trying to transition and you're really struggling, it's completely normal. That's to be expected almost. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard to transition. And then trying to be accepted by society is just an extra weight added upon that. But I can say for myself that, because I've been transitioning now for about 1.5 years and I've been on hormones for a full year now, that my measurement and my life satisfaction over that time has grown substantively, objectively better. I am a lot better off now than I was 2 years ago and beyond. It's very hard to describe to someone that hasn't experienced what being transgender is like, and that's fine. But understand that if you're having some emotional struggles with your transition, it's going to happen, and it does in fact get better, and I'm living proof that it does get better. And I did have a lot of fears before I transitioned that I would never pass, that I would be social outcast, and all of these fears, these things that held me back all of my life. And now looking back on those things, it just makes me realize how not silly that those concepts were, but how they held me back from being happy. And realizing that you can't let fear control your life. So for a lot of people out there that are trying to transition, it's okay to be scared, but you can't let fear hold you back from what you want and who you are. And so I just wanted to make this video today to help reach out to some of those people who obviously could be going through the same things that I've been going through, still am going through, and probably will go through for a while. But measurably, objectively, my life is substantially better, despite the fact that I have overwhelming medical costs and other such things associated with my transition. But those are unique to my individual situation and my own personal lifestyle, so the same can't always be said about every single person. But despite having more hurdles and more things that I have to do during the day and the week and month, even with all of that extra weight that I have to bear, I'm still much, much, much more happy. It's almost as though, mountains out of molehills. Before, any problem that I ever encountered seemed to just be like an unreachable goal. There was unreachable expectations. Bills need to be paid. This needs that, this, taxes and whatnot. Just normal life things that people struggle with, sometimes. But my perspective on how I deal with those situations has changed so dramatically that I'm able to actually deal with them in a, normal way, as opposed to, like, for example, getting overwhelmed and having a panic attack and then doing nothing, which only makes the problem worse because you're not fixing anything. So, if the car needed to be fixed, or if this needed to be done, or I needed to pay this bill, and I would panic and not do anything about it, obviously it's not going to get better. But throughout my transition, my ability to emotionally cope with the stresses of everyday life has become extremely more manageable, and that's a direct result of my overall life satisfaction with myself and, just everything about me in my transition. So it does get better. It really does. And there is a lot of hate still in the world. And, to that effect, I can't really say much because all I can do is just, speak my opinion and hope for the best. But you can't change people's minds unless they're willing to change themselves. So it's not my goal as a human being to try to change how people perceive me, but I do give them that opportunity. So if they see within themselves that I'm just like them and I'm normal and I shouldn't be mistreated because of who I am, then I feel like I did my due diligence. But trying to waste so much time and energy focusing on people who do not support you is not an effective use of a person's time. Because if they're not going to support you, then you really are, it's taking time away from other things that you could be doing with people that do support you. So, you can't change the world all in one night, but, don't dwell on every little thing because you'll get, beaten down by that. Not physically, like metaphorically, I mean. But yeah, it really, really does get better. It's true what they said. And I was even skeptical when I first heard the slogan, "It gets better," because I'm like, I don't know. This is really, really hard. And this was even before I transitioned. But once you have a firm grip of who you are and your identity, and you have that core, when your mind, your body, your soul, and everything lines up finally, you have that. It's almost like a sense of courage that you can draw from, like a sense of energy that you can push back against negativity outwards. So, but yeah, with that said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos for more amazing content. And if you would be interested, you don't have to. I did set up a GoFundMe account to help finance my breast augmentation surgery. And today I made another payment towards it using my own money. So now the goal is $5,600 something. And you can find that link in the description box below. If you're interested, if you want to, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. No pressure. So y'all have a wonderful day now, and bye.